Well, we kind of know. He's kind of flat, isn't he, when he talks? I mean, it washes over you a little bit because it's all the same monotone. There's nothing special. It's all very formulaic. Shall we hear from somebody else with an Arsenal connection? You just heard it in the bulletin. I literally could not believe what I was hearing. This is the Arsenal legend, Martin Keown, who was on Jim White's show earlier today. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
To be ninth in the table, they've lost 9 games at home. They've only scored 19 goals in 17 home matches this season. So there are huge problems, but they can all be fixed by getting to the Europa League final and winning it, and that puts you back into the big time.
Wait, what? All the problems, he's literally just said there, Martin Keown, all the problems are fixed if they win the Europa League and get back into the big time.
Well, financially, again, they're fixed, and they might be able to get a better quality player and attract a better quality player if they are in the Champions League. So that part of it, I absolutely agree with him, but he just reeled off a load, 9th in the table, scored 19 goals in 17 home games, but it's all fixed if they get through and win the Europa League.
I need to hear it again, go on.
They can all be fixed by getting to the Europa League final and winning it, and that puts you back into the big time.
It does, but how long? And they go straight into the group stages, remember, but how long are they going to be in there? I mean, we have no certain knowledge that Mikel Arteta is the real deal. We're all still waiting. Getting this far in this tournament to the semi-final could be seen as a good thing, or is it a real measure that you're heading back towards the big time? It's only because UEFA decide the Europa League winners go into the Champions League that is the reality that they do. It's not because you deserve it necessarily. It doesn't mean you're one of the greats just because you're in there. You've been popped in there because you won a Losers' Cup. So, and I think what you're saying is technically it should be correct. That, yes, it puts you back in there because you get the Champions League money, and that should mean you buy a better quality of player. You can attract a better quality of player. But this club is owned by the Kroenkes, mate.
And keep certain players who might want to leave if they're not in the Champions League.
Well, they're all saying you've got to keep Aubameyang last year, and look what happened. I think there's something bigger and deeper at Arsenal that needs to be looked at. And I'm not even necessarily saying Arteta's got to go or anything like that. There's something about the culture of the football club from the very top downwards that makes Martin Keown, I'm sorry, Martin, full respect for you, but you're wrong. Winning the Europa League and getting back into the Champions League does not fix the problem at all. The problem is the Kroenkes. In fact, it actually exacerbates the problem because they're going nowhere if Arsenal get in the Champions League. Can you imagine if they get in the Champions League by winning the Europa League? What do you think they're going to say to the Spotify geezer? They're going to say, oh, yeah, you can have the club now. Of course, they're going to milk it for even more. It absolutely does not fix the problem. And the dilemma you've got there is that Arsenal want to win games. Arteta wants to win games. They want to go and win this. They want to get in the Champions League. It'll mean the Kroenkes stay. The fans want to win games. But winning these games means the Kroenkes stay. I mean, losing them, not winning the Europa League might mean the Kroenkes stay as well. At least that's what they've said. But there's a bigger problem at Arsenal than winning the Europa League can fix. Much bigger.
But I still think with the Arteta situation, the football's not been great. Let's be honest about it. But I think still fans and the club are going to give him the benefit and see what it's like next season. Because he talks about this project and process and believe in it and all that. And there is players he's managed to get out of the club this year. Some of them on loan, but he's going to make some big decisions what happens to Arsenal in the break. This is the next one is the big one. I don't think no matter what happens, they're getting rid of him. They're going to give him the next window to get rid of players, bring players in, and he has to start next season well.
Do you think that? Because
I honestly do. If they don't start next season well, he's a goner by Christmas. But they're going to give him the opportunity. What is the point of changing now? If he's going to get rid of players and he decides what players he wants in at the club, to suddenly get rid of him now, no matter what happens, is it the right decision again? Or is it just going to end up like other clubs where we're not winning stuff? They're just going round and round and round in circles. At some point, Arsenal have got to get some stability. They've got to.
Okay, they have, but they can only look for stability if the right manager is in charge. And if they decide he's not the right manager, and let's bear in mind, Arsenal can still finish bottom half of the table. They are currently 31 points behind the leaders. Arsenal, People, for years, they were saying with Wenger, finishing top 4 is the answer. Winning the Europa League is basically the same as finishing top 4 in terms of the Arsenal goals. We all know it's not. You're not one of the top 4 teams in the league. And Arsenal aim to be up there. If they finish bottom half under Arteta, if they go out tonight and finish bottom half, I cannot see him staying at the football club. That's totally unacceptable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not, but I still think they'll stick with him.
Amazing. This is a text that says, it points out, Keown said, can be fixed, not will be fixed. It just gives them a platform. Does it really? I mean, I can't see how getting into the Champions League and basically being cannon fodder for all those clubs that are run properly. And, I mean, just look at the Champions League finalists. Chelsea appointed Lampard, realised they'd gone wrong, appointed Tuchel, they're in a Champions League final. Manchester City, they've got Pep Guardiola, they're in a Champions League final about to win the league. Klopp, it was going wrong, Liverpool appointed him, and within 5 years they're winning a Champions League and a Premier League. It's a massive risk to appoint Arteta, and never mind stick with him. I mean, I can't see the problems being fixed. Well, it's both managers. I
think when it comes down to it, it was a massive risk to give Solskjaer the job, wasn't it? And Arteta. But Solskjaer is getting the semi-finals. He's now got a great opportunity to be in a final and win
Europa
something.
League, mate.
And it is. I agree totally with you. But he's looked upon totally different by Manchester United fans, and it's exactly the same. But the difference is but they're second in the league, and Arsenal are way down in ninth.
Yeah. That is a huge difference, and it means that Solskjaer won't get sacked.
But the managers you've mentioned there, Solskjaer is hoping to be as good as them at some point. He's not yet. He's miles off. But he's hoping to be as good as them down the line. When Manchester United are winning titles and Champions Leagues and
the
FA
theory,
Cups,
yeah.
not Europa Leagues.
But again, it's like the owners. With the Glazers, there is no desire or ambition to go on and win the league or the Champions League, to go back to where Sir Alex Ferguson had them. As long as they keep rolling in Champions League money, I think they're going to be okay. A couple of quick tweets here. This is Gary the Gooner, who said, when we played Slavia Prague second leg, he said, he's a friend of yours. This is the guy who's driven you around. Gary says he brought you into the studio.
Yeah.
Said to him, if we play our game, we win, and the same applies tonight. We win tonight if we play our game. Well, it depends on the opposition to a certain extent.
They did play well that second leg, by the way.
They did, but Slavia Prague, we've got to remember, Slavia Prague, who had done Leicester, done Rangers, they were in the eye of a storm, and I think it seriously affected them. And we were all delighted. I think we're all of us, right-minded, decent-thinking people, were delighted Slavia Prague went out. It was the right result for football, and fair play to Arsenal for doing it. This side, Emery's side, are not in the eye of a storm, and he is a Europa League specialist. I think this will be a massive achievement if Arsenal get through this second leg. And then they've got a final against Manchester United. They've beaten them already this season. Who knows?